Welcome back. I'm here with Bob Nowak from Robert A. Nowak Heating and Cooling. Bob, thanks for being with us today.
Well, thank you.
Now, we're kind of in the heating season, so that's primarily what we're going to talk about today.
That's right.
But can you give a little background on yourself and your business?
Yeah, we are a company that's here in Western New York for now 31 years. Started out back about 1981. We do heating, air conditioning, commercial refrigeration, mechanical service. And it's because we service not only residential, but we do commercial and institutional service. So we have a diverse customer clientele list.
Quite a bit from residential, commercial, and institutional.
Yes, very evenly spread around, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what about, I know we're going to talk about maintenance and stuff of heating equipment. Can you tell us a little bit about that first, what people need to consider?
One of the important things about maintenance, and I'll speak specifically for our residential customers at this point, the furnace, of course, needs a service inside. There are things that need to be looked at, and things that need to be adjusted, things that need to be cleaned. More importantly, one of the things that we do on all our maintenance is we do a combustion analysis. Now, this is very important because this will tell us exactly how efficient or inefficient the furnace is working. And along with that, it tells us how much carbon monoxide is in the flue gas. And also we check draft to make sure that carbon monoxide is going up that chimney. So this actually protects the homeowner, knowing that they have a safe, efficient appliance, and then usually some small adjustments will correct most problems.
Mm-hmm. How often should a maintenance like this be done? I mean, is it on an annual basis? Or?
They vary from appliance, depending if you have forced hot air or if you have a boiler system. Boiler systems, I always say, is plumbing, and plumbing is trouble. And because you're dealing with water and with heat, I recommend people having those looked at once a year. Some of the people with forced air furnaces, some insist on having it done every year, which is smart, because if a problem develops during the course of the year, that problem can be rectified before serious damage is done. But for those on a fixed income level, if they want to do it every 2 years, that's also a viable solution.
What are the typical types of furnaces that people use residentially? And I know there are high efficiency types of furnaces. I mean, are there specific brands or types that people should?
As far as brands, there are many brands out there, and they're all good. The key with a brand is to make sure that it's sized correctly for the house, installed properly. And having furnaces, we have forced air furnaces in homes. We have people who have hot water heat, which means that you may have cast iron radiators, cast iron baseboard along the walls. You may have copper fin radiation along the walls. In fact, today now with radiant heating, many people have in-floor hot water tubes running under their hardwood floor or concrete or what have you. Those are the most popular. There are people in the outskirts who use propane, and there are many in the far outskirts that are still using oil. But natural gas is predominant, and also a variety of electric is still out there.
Mm-hmm. What about your employees, your staff that goes out there and does the work? I know you do some too and everything. Can you talk a little bit about the training and certifications?
Training is utmost in our field. Our industry is changing so rapidly. Back when I first got into business, I always like to say it was a gas pipe and a match. Today, because customers demand high efficiency, the equipment has gotten very sophisticated, and along with that, a higher degree of education and training is required. We belong to Refrigeration Engineers Society as one example, whose dedication is to education. So we attend regular monthly meetings for those. We receive educational material in the emails, in mail. We attend factory seminars where the factories actually come to our location and put on classes and enter certifications. We are EPA certified, which means you have to understand certain concepts. There are other certifications for education also. But the education is very important to our industry, and that's what we do, is we make sure we are always up to date on the latest.
Yeah, it really sounds like you do keep up to date.
Yes, we do.
Really,
yes, we do.
And I think, the people look at that as something for confidence when they're selecting somebody in your industry.
Hey.
What's the best way for people to reach you for contacting you?
We have many ways. Obviously, the most popular is the cell phone. And unlike most companies who have voicemail or recorders or receptionists, being a smaller company, you will always get somebody alive most of the time, unless we're in a position where we just can't answer the phone. And most phone calls are returned within 5 to 6 minutes. Also, we have a website, and it's www.NOWAK.hvac.com. At the website, you can go in and there's pictures and articles pertaining to residential, commercial, and institutional. And there's also many help tips in that website. And also we list on maintenance all the items that we will address when we come on the maintenance. So if you do want maintenance or service along with the phone call, there's also a page where you can actually put in a service memo, and I check those regularly, and then we call you back and set up an appointment.
Okay, okay. And your phone number was?
681-9922.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being with us today. Really appreciate it. I know it is informative for our viewers, and if you're interested in Bob's services, take a look at his website. That'll probably give you some good insights. So if you need heating and cooling services, give Bob a call. Stick around. We'll be right back.